My enemies are many. My equals are none. In the shade of olive trees, they said Italy could never be conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor. Burn it!
Legend of Total War here with a new campaign series. Thought I'd let you have the intro there to Napoleon Total War. So we're going to do Napoleon Total War today. I'm going to run through all of the campaigns, except for maybe the Peninsula campaign, because it's sort of covered with the Grand Campaign. Starting with the tutorial, and then going through all of them individually. And I'm also going to do the... this is Total War, but I think it's called... March of the Imperial Psychopath or whatever. I'm going to be declaring war on everyone straight away and never declaring peace. Campaign tutorial is what we want to do. So this is part of the story of Napoleon. Now I haven't clocked a whole lot of time on Napoleon Total War. I only recently just bought it on Steam. It's pretty much the same as Empire though, and I clocked about 600 hours off that, so I'm assuming most of it's the same. I know that this is the game in which the replenishment system was introduced. Oh, shut up now.
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica. Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life. Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, establish vast and profitable trade routes, research new and exciting technologies, and advance Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Fame and glory await.
Yawn. Okay, let's get
Let's
into it.
start by getting comfortable with the camera controls. To move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in any direction. You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth. Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur, vos ordres?
Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map. Each time Napoleon moves, this area becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted. Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be attacked.
Okay.
Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the map on the intended destination with your mouse.
Préparez-vous! Marchez!
Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. The panel contains information about your towns and ports, including their effects and background detail. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn, select the End Turn button at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, so obviously I am just going to go through this tutorial.
As
Nice and
Napoleon
easy.
prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever. A ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it. Notice that the ship automatically moves towards Napoleon, and if he has enough movement points left in this turn, he will board the ship.
Yeah, gotta do this manually because if I board from the port, then I should be able... Where is he? Should be able to continue moving.
Having boarded the ship, you now need to select a destination.
Oui, Capitaine.
Select the ship and right-click near the southern coast of France to allow Napoleon to reach. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply left-click on the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to change the view to Napoleon. Then select him and make your way to the Swiss border.
And the reason why I'm obviously going through this is so that we can get the full experience of Napoleon's story, which is the reason why I'm doing this campaign, but I'm also doing it with a bit of fun. This is Total War. I don't think you can do it in the total
Message boxes will appear
tutorial.
during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is you are about to enter another faction. The diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy nation, you should seek a trade agreement to increase France's wealth. Select the Request Trade Agreement. With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
En avant! Construction du campement!
A victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years. Make your way to Reims with Napoleon.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, this is going to take multiple turns.
À gauche.
As you
Marchez.
have chosen to move Napoleon to a destination outside of his movement area, additional arrows have been drawn on the map to display the number of turns required to reach the destination. Each arrow represents 1 turn.
Thank you, Mr.
Do not
Useless.
forget to click the End Turn button. Press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea.
En avant.
Both units and turn times will now accelerate. Press the space bar again to return to the default speed.
Troupes. En avant.
Oh, what was that?
To
I fucking
construct
missed
the
it.
college, select the town.
Alrighto.
Each building takes a certain number of turns to construct. This traveling be The construction of the college is now finished. Click on the Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative and industrial technology trees. Simply left-click on the technology icon within one of the trees to start research. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have... Gentlemen such as this can be used in a variety of different ways. Dueling, stealing technology from other nations, and speeding up your own technology research time. Let's use this gentleman to help with
Monsieur?
research at the nearby college. To do this, select the gentleman. Your gentleman is now
Un lieu
inside the college.
d'apprentissage et de
And you will
culture.
notice on the tech tree that researching your new technology will be faster.
No, it's not. Okay, it's 1 turn
Do
regardless.
not forget to click the End turn. Each time a technology is successfully researched, you will be presented with this. Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon.
The shadows are looking a bit shit.
Napoleon
Oh, well.
is garrisoned within Reims. To exit, simply right-click on an area of land away from the city. To build a cannon foundry, select Paris and then the construction tab on the... Do not forget to click the End Turn button. During this campaign, Napoleon has gained various
Okay, that was
personality
faster.
traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, right-click on his portrait card in the Army tab of the Review panel. Do not forget to click the End Turn. You will find the Building Browser button useful. The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. Click on to recruit a... Now select to view information about a specific unit. Either mouse over a unit card to see a brief tooltip, or right-click. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
I can spend some money. That's what I can do. Pointless though. I'm not gonna make my money back on it, but whatever.
The Revolution. A time of upheaval and a shining opportunity for Napoleon. Social position counted for nothing. Ambition would take a man anywhere, and Napoleon had it in abundance. Opportunity was coupled with hardship. Napoleon lost his father, but now he had a destiny to create. Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
Okay, sure, but where's my other fucking stuff? Spend, spend, spend. Other people's money. What was the objective? With the cannons or without them? Where's the mission? I'll just bring it anyway. Yeah, he can't make it. Oh, he can make it in one turn. Doesn't matter.
En avant pour la couronne et le pays.
Don't think we're in any rush.
Prêt à recevoir vos ordres?
To
Musket
start building
manufactory.
the musket manufactory, remember to select Dijon
Oh,
and
fuck.
then the construction tab.
Gonna have to cancel some things.
Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Workers are to increase your nation's wealth. Upgrade your towns and farms throughout France.
Uh-huh.
Do not forget to
doing
click
that.
the End Turn button once you have finished everything.
Huh, what?
Paris is now rioting.
Alright.
Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. You must stop the riot before the situation turns into a full-blown rebellion. Now, click on the Government button at the bottom of the screen, the Government panel, to set the tax levels for the upper and lower classes. You will now notice that the map of Europe will start to change in color depending on the taxes rate you have set for your country. By increasing taxes, you are more likely to upset people, as shown in red. By reducing them, you will increase happiness, as shown in green.
Done. I don't know if I was able to do that beforehand, but none of them were being taxed. Apparently. So, how much money am I
The
likely to
trade
make now?
panel shows each nation's trade agreements, and
Doesn't
another way
matter.
to improve the happiness of a city's people is to construct buildings such as opera houses or museums. You may wish to add one of these buildings in Paris. Garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Yep. Good, whatever.
With the riots over, it is a good idea to repair buildings that were damaged by rioters. Click on any of your towns which have been damaged, shown by black smoke. Now, select the damaged building icon within the review panel and left-click on the repair button to start repairing the building.
It's being repaired automatically
Each
due to
build-
the fact it's being built, so... Moot point, motherfucker. Supply posts, what do they do? Replenishment rates. Can I convert this? Just to make more money. Ah, who cares? This is just a basic tutorial. I never usually play the fucking tutorials though. Let's keep going.
After the loss of his father, Napoleon was left without a guide. He found a new mentor in Baron Dutheil, the man who was to nurture his talent for artillery and set the young Napoleon on the path to greatness.
Where am I going? Construct a dockyard. Okay. Fuck faces.
Select the port of Genoa to... Now, select the trading port icon on the review panel.
Huh?
With this selected, click on the Change Building Type button at the bottom of the screen. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Are we gonna fuck them up? Because I'm up for that. Can I make more dragoons? No. Upgrade stuff? Sure.
With the dockyard completed, we can defend our seas against the Sardinians and other aggressors.
74 gun ship of the line.
To start recruiting your fleet, select Genoa, and then the naval. Do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to
end turned like crazy. But 24 turns a year, what do you expect?
Sea trade is vital. The Sardinians have a trade route nearby, and it would be a good idea to indulge in a little piracy. Select your other ship and right-click on the trade route. Once the ship is in position, it will automatically. With the trade route under our control, the Sardinians will struggle to make money from it.
They'll probably send someone.
To click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Who am I at war with over here? Great Britain. What the fuck are they doing with Provence? What else can I build? Our third rate is now ready to patrol the Mediterranean Sea and protect our shores from whatever.
In his first action, Napoleon proved that he was a more than capable soldier. He was able to look battle in the face, unblinking and undaunted. He took this bravery and returned to Corsica, the island home that he had left so long ago.
Okay, am I supposed to be there though?
Simply select one of your ships and then right-click on the port you want to blockade. Once the ship reaches the port, it will automatically start the blockade. The port will remain closed until the enemy sends an army or fleet to lift the blockade, or until. Do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. Do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Okay. Still got a bit of money left over. Why don't we upgrade some of these things? Iron mines don't provide a whole lot of wealth. It take a long time to get the money back off that. Ah, why not? Who gives a shit? I know I don't.
This panel contains information about your city,
Oh, hang on.
including its
Reduces
public order
happiness.
levels,
Fuck it.
wealth, and current population number. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel.
Sue for peace, what the fuck?
Select the Diplomatic Relations button, and then select Sardinia from the list of nations on the Diplomacy panel. Open negotiation with them and choose the Peace Treaty option.
The fuck is with
Finally,
this?
select the Send Proposal button and wait for their response. You have successfully made peace with Sardinia. The waters along our southern coast will be safe again.
What a pussy response. Seriously, France, what the fuck? You should have just sent a friggin' army in there and fucking killed them. What's this? Oh, done. Huh? Oh, I thought we could declare it is... Oh, they're unfriendly. I don't know. Whatever. What are we doing here? That could be alright. Any more research coming? Nope. Can't do anything about that. Moving on. Hang on, what's that? Provide -1 happiness. That could be a little bit of an issue, but I think Town Watch will account for it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Toulon, 1793. Napoleon was given his chance and control of the artillery after the previous commander was injured. Napoleon's attention to detail and confidence made quite an impression on his superiors, and they sang his praises to Paris. His reputation was being made.
1793. It's like fucking 18 years. Oh, hang on. It's like 14 years away. Fuck my maths.
This is our nation's secret weapon, the spy. Before you send your army to besiege Toulon, a spy can...
I think spies are pretty much near useless in this game.
Spies and other agents can be found easily using the list button at the bottom of the screen. The panel will show you useful information to infiltrate a city. Select your spy, select the infiltrate. Once the spy enters the city, you will see him in the agent tab of the review panel. From here, you will be able to carry out various tasks from the next turn onwards, including assassinations and sabotaging enemy buildings.
Well, obviously, going here was a bad choice. Let's head back.
En avant pour la couronne et le pays.
Yeah, they'll replenish and it'll be fine. What about these dragoons? Can I get some more? What about over here, that cantonment? Why don't we send these guys go fuck them up? Am I going to be given a command of an army or not? Because this isn't enough.
In light of the information from your spy, it would be wise to increase your army in size and strength. Make sure you have recruited cannons and line infantry from Paris before you attack the city.
Yeah, of course. Alright. What can we get? So, get a bunch of them. What about over here? Do I get any choice? They're not available yet. What's this? No, forget it. Moving on. Let's head over here.
Troupes, en avant.
To attack the city of Toulon, select your army or armies, and then right-click on the city.
Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Obviously need more troops. What? Is that all I'm given? Well, whatever. I'll make do with it.
Hommes, en avant. En position. En position.
I mean, I suppose the majority of what they've got is just garbage anyway. They don't even have any artillery. Hang on. What can we be... Oh, I see. Let's assassinate.
With the assassination button selected, you will now be shown a list of potential targets, along with the chances of success for each assassination. Select a target to carry out the assassination attempt.
Ha, take that, you fuck. Well, spies do seem quite useful then. So am I not going to get any more troops than that? I'm fine with it, I just wonder. What else can we do? What's sabotage army do? I don't need to sabotage anything. What had happened? I don't see what... Well, maybe they just can't move. Whatever.
Monsieur, vos ordres? Immédiatement. Halt!
Alright, moving on again. So apparently we're doing this 14 years before historically it happened. Which I'm fine with.
Préparez les troupes pour la bataille.
The pre-battle panel has vital information in determining how to attack or defend against your enemy. Apart from showing you the troops, which each army contains and their size, it also shows you how likely you are to win or lose, indicated by the colored bar at the center of the panel. At the bottom of the panel, you will notice various attacking options. These buttons allow you to either continue...
I think just auto-resolve this.
Victoire!
Yeah, didn't lose anything.
You have successfully captured Toulon and driven the British from France. Hailed as a hero, Napoleon had his first taste of fame and loved it. With the power of the military, he could achieve anything. That much was abundantly clear to the young and ambitious officer. All he needed was one chance to build his power base and seize control of the nation he had so admired. He would not have long to wait. As the British warships fled the harbor, so did Napoleon's last doubts in his abilities. He had stepped from the shadows to take command and led his soldiers to victory. At 24, Napoleon was a brigadier general of artillery. Now, he wanted an army. The years of waiting were almost over.
Okay, so that's the end of this video. On the next episode, we will be smashing into fucking Italy. And of course, going in on the hardest difficulty. And we'll be doing March of the Imperial Psychopath. Or whatever it's fucking called, I'll find out before the next video. Anyway, like and subscribe. Part 2 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. I'll see you next time.